Hello, retail traders. Good afternoon. As you notice, I've got my little bear buddy behind me, staring down my back. Well, he don't scare me too much. So I want to kind of talk about the SPY and kind of ease your mind a little bit. And we'll start with the box. We've got a certain resistance and we have a certain support that we've held. And these are a weekly candlesticks. So we're going to just go ahead and draw that box in right now. If I can get that thing in here. And put it right there. So that's what we've been doing for the last 2 months. We've been going sideways. In the last couple of weeks, we broke out of that box. So I think we're just kind of consolidating, pulling back to, I actually got 3 different support levels, and I'm going to use the moving averages on this to make it real simple and easy. I'm not going to draw any trend lines, but maybe one at, I think, a solid support, and maybe one at a resistance to break if we build above it. So let's go ahead and draw them in right now. And then we'll just kind of walk through this. So we got a resistance to break at 471. And then we've got a support to hold, and that's going to be the bottom of these candles right here, and it matches up with these. And also the resistance level of right here. So no lower than that. That's got to hold. That's going to be that 453 area. So we've got 3 different moving averages. We have the 9, which we are balancing on right now. For the last 2 weeks, we've held above the 9. This is the weekly candlestick. And the next one, which is a solid support, will be at the 21. Now this is the 9 EMA. This is the 21 SMA. So everything's still bullish on the chart. So if we bounce off the 9, we'll go ahead and break it on back up to the resistance levels. And that hard resistance level is going to be right there at 470. Get just a little bit more. 476. Somewhere in there. We'll cut that off. And then you can see that number there. Support definitely is going to be this 56 area. And we'll cancel that out. So we got 3 supports. Strong buy if it ever gets down to the 50. This is the 50 SMA, somewhere around 431. That makes perfect sense, around 433. The solid support, though, needs to hold is going to be this 453 if it does break below the 9. Use that 21 as a support level for an entry. And that's 455.58 right now. And that thing will move around a little bit. So somewhere in that vicinity will be your second support. And your third one right down here off the 50 SMA. And your first one, the 9. The resistance to break is going to be the 471. And then after that, if we do build upon it, 476. And then if we keep going bullish, but I don't know, the SPY is going to be tricky because of the Fed and they're wanting to raise rates. So I'm thinking anything it will affect the tech sector. So just be very cautious. Don't try to rush into these trades. I've been playing the sneaky snake on them pretty good, and we'll pull that up here on the. Just come in here in the morning, look for the pullback, draw the trend in there. And once that 9 starts to cross up or it breaks out of that box, and you see those engulfing candles, time to take the trade. Then you just scalp it up to the 200. That's what I've been doing with this trade. Or at least until it forms a pattern. We had like a double bottom here, and she just went ahead and broke out. So that's how I've been scalping this trade every morning. And then if she runs, I'll just go ahead and add on to it if it breaks the 200. So that's just something to look at. The SPY, I've kind of, like I said, I'm not too worried about it. Pull up that daily count chart, look on the daily, and just see if it can stay in that box. If not, we'll go ahead and break out a resistance, and that's at 476.19. That's on the weekly chart. So I'm going off the weekly. It looks a lot more easier to trade off. It seems like it's pretty well balanced. Got an equilibrium here at 453. So have a great day. We'll see you Monday.